and I just got news from the producer. Our match between Kingdom is ready to go. I mean, Kingdom, they're going to be loading into this first game on Strongholds. We'll keep you guys updated on what's happening with Golden Dawn and making sure to see who takes that second game. But we're in it. These guys from Rising 8, they want to make this this upset happen. Let's see if they can do it as they're going up against this impressive Kingdom squad who's been in the pro bracket multiple times. As Lyrical barely gets that noob combo off in time.
And Lauricio making a play with that plasma pistol. I thought he was gonna burn that overshield. Sadly, it's just a tick behind his airway. Gonna take out Ed El Halo Elite. Put capture on the board. Pit, which in my opinion is probably the most important and hardest to get plot on the map. It goes in favor of this blue team squad. They just put the second one on the board, so they're gonna be putting good seconds, good points here with 11 minutes and 20 seconds left.
Yeah, that pit is super important here. We're gonna see how long blue team can hold on to this, as Airway and Nikolai just getting slays here, and I wasn't sure how to say his name. You said Lauricio. I was always calling him Lyrico.
I thought it was Lyrico. Whoa, yeah,
but I like
Lauricio.
Yeah, Lauricio was nicely pronounced. I think that might be it. Who knows? But blue team continuing to milk some time here, as Lauricio is catching two players, making them both weak on the red court. Now Thin with that bolt shot, just I like that. You know, you can pick up any gun and you can use it to, like the bolt shot, 2-shot melee. You can also use any secondary, so you can do the YYs with the nades and be quick with it, go faster on the map and sprint.
El Halo be able to pick up the double kill, gonna go in and get the triple. Lauricio, I don't know if that's how you pronounce his name, but if it isn't, you need to rebrand. It just got tripled on. Ed takes him out and is putting good damage down. That's gonna be a killing spree. Still fighting for Pit. Can they do it?
Oh my god, that pit is all thanks to El Halo Elite and his beautiful play. He gets the triple kill, and then he has beautifully placed nades to take them out of the milk spot. What a life from El Halo Elite. We're talking about him in the pregame, but yeah, you can't talk about a better life right there from him. He gets 5 kills in about a span of 15-20 seconds in order for his team to secure that pit and start putting some points on the board.
Nikolai picking up the overshield, got the time on it, immediately going into pit. This could be scrappy, but there are 3 members there in the tower for red team trying to secure the camo, so they might be able to get this hill. I'm kind of, you know, I'm saying it's scrappy because we know both camo and the OS are coming up, and it might be safer sometimes to take this overshield and go to a side base. But with that said, they had enough timing as 3 members were trying to get that camo. They secured the pit. Now we're going to see how long they can milk this, as red team is in that tower spawn trap, coming in through with the combo, trying to get the bleeding to stop. Nikolai gets taken down, so that OS is no longer an issue. I'm not sure what happened to the camo though. I don't know if we saw that. There was a big fight there for it. The trip cap coming in here for blue team. We're going to see if they can at least hold 2 of these. The pit would be probably the best choice for them. They're going to give up that side base, as this fight here for pit is coming down to the wire. They do get the reset. Big plays from blue team here.
The Rising 8, man, they're looking strong off the start, just putting it to this Kingdom squad as we see them just keeping this control. No one's really gotten in a position to start pushing for a trip cap yet. We've seen a bit of a scrappy play towards that pit, but I mean they're just 1-4 down away for Rising 8 to get into this base and start to try forcing out a trip cap.
And I feel like even though blue team has control for the most part, it's 46-18 lead in favor of them, they're still kind of scraping for it. Like, they're trying to gain complete control of this 2-cap before they push in for that 3rd. But they're struggling. They're struggling for control. Obviously, Kingdom is making it hard on them. This is a top-tier team as Kingdom puts another cap on the board on blue. And now we're going to see if they can go on the offense to get these slays out and maybe go after Pit.
This is Kingdom's chance. Go ahead, Carrie.
I was gonna say it. No, I mean go ahead, lads, because I was about to say Kingdom. The great break on the outside.
Yeah, this is their chance here to fight for this pit, and they secure it just like that. And they're already stepping in for the trip cap opportunity just like that. The tables have turned. Let's see how long they can milk this, because we know Halo 5, it's all about how long you can actually control the setup here. Great death nade by Thin to take out a player, as the overshield does get picked up. I'm assuming Kingdom can secure this camo here. I'm not sure the timing on it, but this trip cap is still underway. Looks like they're going to have to give up this red base, as Rising 8 is making sure to stop the bleeding. And they're going to have to work together. Pop 5 from Majin Bone saying, no, you're going to stay in that base. We're going to keep you at bay. And we're going to make sure that you don't get out of there and get another hill for the time. Love these plays here from Kingdom.
Yo,
to
wait,
secure-
can we full screen that Anthony match? Oh my God, is that 49-49? It's going down to the wire over there on that Golden Dawn. We'll get back. We got to see how this ends. It's 49-49 in game 2.
And Camo, it's time for Camo also. I'm not sure, they're probably waiting for it now. This is going to be instrumental. I don't know if it's already been, it might be late, this late into the game.
Oh my!
There it is.
There it is. Oh, this is gonna be down to the wire. You can see both teams opting to bait it. They don't want it to go into the post. Oh no, the E1 flank! Oh, Anthony! Oh,
Got him!
I heard Frosty say it. You gotta stop flanking E1. Don't do it. Don't do it. They heard him come up. Oh man, let's get back to the action. But man, talk about a hell of a game too.
You need to stutter step if you're going to do that type of flank. You cannot make the noise. Wow. Back on board though.
Oh man, what changed? Okay, so Kingdom's getting back into this game. You know, we went away for a little bit. Kingdom, they were in a big deficit. Now getting themselves back into this game. They have the 2-cap control. They're about six ticks away from getting themselves tied up. But the push to pit is happening, and it's going to be a scrappy one. We've seen it from Rising 8 every time they try to get into these hills. It's so scrappy, but Kilimanjaro with the 2 makes a player weak, then picks it up, and that is a 3-kill swing in the favor of Kingdom, and they're going to start applying pressure to this red base.
And after seeing a failed flank from Drake onto that Golden Dawn squad, it was good to see Kilimanjaro say, hey, you know what? Forget the flank. I'm just going to dive in and wreck house. Halo being able to pick up the overshield. Points are being put on the board in favor of this red team squad, and they're going in for the trip cap. So 69-61 lead in favor of Kingdom. Trip cap on the board. Callus, things are not looking good if you're a fan of Rising 8 right now.
No, this is really going to be a crucial moment on their next spawn here. They have to work together. That's a big opportunity right there. The Camo player taking down the overshield and just challenging. Unfortunately, gets taken down, but that overshield is no longer an issue now for Rising 8. But they need to stop the bleeding here. They're in this trip cap. Looks like they're going to opt to go for the blue base, and they, you know, Kingdom does have members on the turbine to maybe push in. Looks like we're going to try to delay this here as they are able to stop the trip cap. They do have until about 97 to get in another hill, but with that said, Kingdom is immediately on top of it to repatch the trip cap in their favor. This is looking like it's going to be done for Rising 8 on this match.
Yeah. That was the Kingdom I expected. Look at Thin, he's padding his stats a little bit at the end right there. But that is the Kingdom I expected. You know, when I was like, I think this is going to be a pretty good lead for Kingdom. I think they have this, what we saw in the second half, man. And what the big difference was is that Rising 8 had some hesitancy to pushing the trip cap, to pushing their advantage on the kills. That was nowhere present for Kingdom. The second they had an opportunity, we saw when they got that first trip cap, they flew. They knew exactly the moment when to go, and they just kept the control and put them on a cycle after that. Thin going 17-11, El Halo Elite himself going 17-12. Once again, that 5-kill swing that we saw from him in that bottom pit, man, what a legendary play that he had.
Right, and then Thin and Kilimanjaro the second time around also doing similar work that we saw Ed do with his flank for pit. Red team just doing such a great job of securing the pit and getting the resets when it mattered with multi-kills every time.
I'm not sure if you guys are too familiar with Airway. I think he's somewhat of a newer player on the scene. I got the chance to coach him one time, but more I got the chance to play with him a lot in matchmaking. This man, I think you guys would like his gameplay a lot. He puts shots, he stays alive. He's not the one of those players that's going to overcommit to any one gunfight, as El Halo definitely commits to that triple. And look, he's not even done. Even after the triple, he still had some pressure coming in towards pit. That was a beautiful nade, takes out Airway. I think he ends up dying in there. He ends up dying, but either way, his team still comes out with pit. So it was still very good in favor of your red team squad, aka Kingdom.
Yo, did you guys see how he threw that nade that you said was a beautiful nade? He does it again right after, like, I wonder if it can work again. And he gets another slay as he's dying. You love to see that.
I mean, he really single-handedly got that. He got that hill for his team. Like, he got them out of the milk spot. He should have been dead earlier. Lives and then uses the most out of his extended life, and that's what we love to see. We just saw the 49-49 action between Golden Dawn and their team and the team they're playing against. We're gonna see an intense game 2 on our side as well. Rising 8 versus Kingdom. on Rig Slayer. And look at Lirso immediately pushing into Engine 2, getting behind some players and doing some damage. He tries to throw his beautiful nade, doesn't quite work, but gets the double kill out of it. You know, a little bit of a tiny terror right there. He gets right into the Engine 2, gets behind him on a quick flank. But at what cost though, right? They gave up the sniper rifle. Kilimanjaro's gonna be able to get the scatter shot. Now they have outside control, but man, what an unlucky kill. Kilimanjaro not able to live, and now the sniper potentially in danger as well.
Big live here by him, and he's behind players here. He does get taken down, but that was a great job by Majin Bones to live with that sniper and have the opportunity to get some picks here. We're going to see here if Blue Team, if Rising 8, now this sniper is kind of just trapped. It's been bottom nest for a while now, but it goes back in the hands of Kingdom as we see Thin with the sniper, living, getting his shields back. He does have support from his teammates here, putting in some good work with the body shot. I'm sure that Kingdom is aware to be anticipating that, you know, the enemy's going to be bunker, and that they have to fight him off. We do see a blue player from Rising 8 flanking in from the yellow corner, as well as Red Team Kingdom just holding forward here on this bunker, doing a good job trying to clear it out as a team. Sniper does get taken down though.
11-8 lead in favor of Kingdom right now as Halo Elite's taking a bombardment from all sides. The nades comes in. Lauricio able to clean him up. Lauricio goes down thanks to Thin, and somehow throughout all of that craziness, Kilimanjaro ends up getting away with the sniper rifle.
And he's got it in yellow corner. You don't normally see sniper rifles standing in yellow corner like that, but he's expecting the tower push, but no tower push has come as of yet. He hits the sneaky jump that Bards, we saw Bards earlier missing it a couple times. There you go. That's an example of how to get it done the right way. But then, you know, takes that kill away from Kilimanjaro with his perfect. And now, man, what a switch from Kingdom. It feels as if Kingdom just is waiting for someone to hit the proverbial light switch. And then the second it happens, man, they just run away with it. We're seeing a close game, close game, close game. Triple kill. They're collapsing. Camo's in their favor. They're collapsing on spawns. They're splitting out. It's so crazy how fast the game switches on for them and how they take advantage of the moments when they're given.
Right, this could be a situation where they pull away. I think the Camo player did live there, and we saw 3 down. And Kilimanjaro doing a good job just patiently playing this tower. He doesn't really have anyone in position to help him, but he might be able to get behind these players if he is able to hear communication that 3 members of Rising 8 are stacking in that long haul with this other teammate on the flank. We're going to see, this is very important as Snipe's about to drop. Blue Team Rising 8 doing a good job here, trying to flank in with the scatter. Unfortunately gets taken down. We're going to see how this pans out here though for both teams, because Sniper's about to drop, and that could definitely open up the map for a comeback for Rising 8, or it could just spill a bigger lead deficit if they don't get control of that weapon.
So as a professional coach, Callus, I mean, I have to ask, like, your team is down by over double-digit kills. You know, it seems like at all times Kingdom is 4 up. What are you telling your team that what has to be done for them to come back in this game? Like, it must be tough.
Super hard situation, yeah, and knowing that they have a scatter shot to deal with as well, 2 members down, I would be hoping that they are making plays to keep their sniper alive. Right now, Sensor has a sniper. He's got more than enough ammo to help his team crawl their way back here, and there's a little bit of time left for that camo, so be hoping to see them maybe in better spots. This is kind of, you know, unorthodox position. He might be able to get some slays, but I don't think anyone's going to be able to clean it up unless he gets a headshot, so we'd like to see Rising 8 reposition their sniper to a better location to help get some slays for this upcoming camo. And at least they are working in pairs, so that's good. The sniper is not being left alone. This camo is going to be crucial.
Well, I love what Kingdom's doing, though. Kingdom just doesn't give them any opportunity, right? We finally see a player get into that reticle of the sniper, but it seems as if they've done a wonderful job of isolating out the sniper rifle, and then they finally pick him apart. And honestly, Kingdom, they're just so aware of the situation, right? They're like, sniper rifles over here, we just don't peek it at all. We stay alive. We don't let that sniper rifle get themselves back into the game. But Kilimanjaro, he goes down on the other side as well. He had that remaining sniper rifle ammo from the previous life. And now, Airweight, this is the position you want to be in, right? At this tower, you have access to white corner. Oh, but
camo.
Yeah, you talked about it too, Laz. You know, this is why you listen to the coaches, guys. He said, use the camo's important. Use the sniper rifle to get it. They didn't get the camo, and the camo is what ends up making this impossible to come back from.
He's got both, and I was excited to see Airway. You know, Tony, you were talking about him, gassing him up, and he had, oh my goodness. Well, I'm excited to see Halo Elite. Yes, sir. Oh my goodness. I don't know how much he's going to be able to do here. He's just living here in the bunker. But man, red team really just Kingdom coming hot with this game. They're going to be eating steak for this one. It's looking like that.
You know what? I'm really proud of Nikolai making it on a top team like this. I mean, in my opinion, I think Airway and Lauricio have been teaming together for so long. Center just recently joined them. Nikolai is a first-time team with them. I think they've done great so far in this tournament, but they've run into a brick wall, which is Kingdom, which again is a legacy Pro Series team. Like, they made Pro Bracket multiple times in the Season 1 and Season 2, so do not count these guys out.
I don't think we can, as we're rapidly approaching our end game, as Kilimanjaro has a one-on-one in the short hallway. Sniper rifle coming up soon with only 4 kills left to go. I don't see that doing much for Rising 8 as their scatter shot players just trapped in Tower 1. But as I say that, man, Kingdom's having trouble finding these kills. It feels as if they're about to find one and they just get away. They get away. So maybe we won't be seeing steak on the menu. I mean, that would be a little bit of a pride that Rising 8 could take away, as if they could stop them from having a nice little steak dinner. As we see players falling down, Nikolai with the sniper rifle, he's going to be able to find one, but it's just a matter of time before these guys find the final kills. And that final kill should happen right here. Now, one thing I want to do during this action, you know, 50 to 25, not that exciting. I want to see if we can get an update in that Golden Dawn match, because they should be approaching their game 3, and man, that's just been so close between them. And there we go, we have it on our screen, and we can't talk about a closer game, man. It was 81-81 when we flipped over.
Oh my goodness, just 2 back-to-back games, neck and neck. Good Halo here. We're gonna see if they're gonna be able to get some slays here, just trying to get some ball time. Anthony gets taken down. I mean, I guess we're just gonna hop on with this one for a little bit and then hop back to the other one for the
absolutely.
game 3.
We got to see how this ends. I mean, this is just so intense. It's going down to the wire. Anthony going into that tower. I wonder if he's just trying to out-rotate this player. Yes, that's exactly what he's trying to do. He's trying to get to the side, a quick flank. He gets shots in, but no kills in their favor, and that's going to open up a lead. I mean, we've seen it so close between these two teams, and now we're finally seeing this his roster start to pull a little bit away from Anthony and Golden Dawn. Rising 8 doing a great job on this oddball, but now it's time for Anthony's team to hold this ball. And how long can they get this hold? Overshield coming up in about 20-30 seconds.
118 to 88 lead in favor of On Phonum right now. It's Anthony able to come in and take out the Captain Dark Matter. Not going to matter much. As Slinky coming in, stealing that slay away, and we're going to be. I'm sorry, a little back and forward action, but Serial, geez, Serial getting some good slay. Smoky Dick dropping a double kill, and now it looks like Golden Dawn might be trying to make a comeback in this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we're going to be flipping back soon, but a hot 5 right in time for this next OS drop, and this is going to be key. This overshield here, it looks like they get away with it. 2 more down. The combo does come in to negate that overshield grab, so big plays there. I'm not sure who had that combo, but that was a heads-up play to take out that OS advantage. Very close match here. 2
Smoke
kills.
needs to get this off. Oh, yeah, there we go. Sorry,
Good play.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell that he just needed to get it off. He gets it off. As you guys see, we're rapidly approaching the end of this game. You can see in your top left corner, that is the action of our observer feed. So if you're interested in what's happening over there, we have two different games happening on the same map, but 117 to 118. This is gonna, I mean, we could see a 150 to 149 if it keeps going at this pace.
And I'm so happy to see Slinky right now. The last time we saw him in the Pro Series, he was teamed with APMH, Janelle, and I believe it was the Divine Damsel as well. And they even made it out of open. So, I mean, Slinky's doing his thing, but he's getting taken out along with Dark Matter. That's 2 down in favor of Golden Dawn. 20 seconds left, and they take the game. On Phone's going to have to step it up right here, right now.
That's right. It's only about 10 seconds left here for Golden Dawn if they can secure this, and a slay does go on the board. On Phonum holding forward, trying, but that's going to be it. As 3 down, it's pretty hard to mess it up at this point. It's looking like Golden Dawn's going to get this one in the bag as well.
Wow, what an incredible 3 game. I mean, that's a 3-0, right? But that is a close 3-0. I mean, you could put something on that for Rising 8. As they tried their best. But here we go. We're going back to our action for our casted match as we have Kingdom They have a little bit of a lead to start, 21-9, but ball control not in their favor at the moment, going over towards Rising 8. So I had that wrong. Who was Golden Dawn playing against? Rising 8 is the match we're watching now.
On Phonum.
On Phonum, yeah. I don't know why I forgot that. On Phonum, man. Great performance from them. I mean, absolutely insane. You guys said it was going to be close. I wasn't a believer. You guys absolutely made me a believer. That squad, keep an eye out next season for them.
And hopefully they start grinding, because I think that was a really good point that you said, Tony, that I don't know if those players have maybe been grinding, but we know Anthony's team, they've been on the grind for a very, very long time together. That team is in it to win it.
And 3 down goes Kingdom. So Rising 8 starting to, their gameplay starting to rise up a little bit here. They're putting some good shots down. They have a little bit of a lead. They're set up for Overshield as well. So things are looking good if you are a fan of Rising 8.
I like that, Tony, the Rising 8, because they need to rise up and start to take some games off of Kingdom if they want to get back into this series. Kingdom getting points on the board as 2 players from Rising 8 are starting to push into that outside and Kilimanjaro. Did he get that ball? Yes, he did. And that's going to really be the big difference in this game, I believe, between these 2 teams. Who can make sure they get the ball played at the right time and to minimize the impact of dying with the ball. And so far, Kingdom showing they're doing a great job of it, but Rising 8, they're just playing better. They're playing more efficient. They're slaying out the opposing team. They're having better holds. Kingdom needs to start filling in that kill feed and getting some control.
And we see here the snipe just dropped, and we have 2 players of Rising 8 on the tower side. Big slays coming in from them. They're just stopping Kingdom's push every single time. And the sniper, Nikolai, just relaxing, chilling, aggressively pushing out here. And he's just going to try to hopefully just delay. Maybe he can waste some ammo and keep throwing grenades, because we don't want to give them any ammo. With that said, sniper goes in the hands of Thin. We're going to see if he can do some work here for his team as he catches a flying airway in the air, making him do a little backflip. If it was Halo 3, I missed the backflips from Halo 3, guys. Just
bring
saying.
it back. Make it trend it on Twitter, and I'll bring back backflips.
More body shots here from Thin. He's opening up the map. They should be anticipating a blue plat spawn, and he is ready and locked in with a player in tower. Hopefully the tower player, we can see him just do kind of a sneaky play to delay here, as we need to get a slay on the board to get this ball time. With that said, they said, nah, we're good. We're down numbers. We're just going to get the ball anyways, and rotating it outside, which is great because the OS will be dropping soon. As long as they can just get this play ball and not give up free time, they're going to be able to possibly play for this overshield as well on the next cycle. But with that said, killing spree comes in. Blue team's going to get this overshield.
His gamer tag is Thin, but the bullets must be thick, because he's not missing. He's simply not missing. Hopping on board with Nikolai, who actually has the overshield, going to take out the Puerto Rican assassin. El Halo lead, going to change his direction over towards the player, towards top catwalk. I love when Nikolai has overshield. He's already a hyper fast player, but if you give him those extra shields, he's going to put damage on everyone.
Nikolai trying to finish this kill on Thin. He does just that, but as he does, he saw 3 players light up his little motion tracker on the left, and they immediately took him out, but he takes a player with them as Airway putting down the damage over at Red Bend. He is this first line of defense for his ball carrier. He finds 1, but the ball gets taken out at the same time. He finds 2. The disrespect is in. Put more into him. Oh, I was hoping he'd start putting the second clip into him as well, but he opts just to pick up the ball and start to get this last little bit of time. But what an answer back from Rising 8.
You're hanging on to that ball.
They just need about 15 more seconds here. And Sensor is getting some slays. I like this rotation. He's going to not even worry about getting a play ball here. He's rotating towards his teammates. And look at this milk spot. Oh my goodness, if he cleans out the game like this. Unfortunately, Dusk gets taken down. This is really Kingdom's last chance. They have to basically play perfect Halo at this moment if they want to, lock it in here with the 3-0. But if they don't win this, they're sitting pretty confident in the series. They can kind of relax and not lose too much energy here and bring it back in the next game if they need to. But they're set up pretty nicely here. As long as they play this ball, they have to get this ball played. They cannot afford to give any time to Rising 8.
And just as you said, that Kingdom actually did go 3 down, so the ball is going to be in favor of Airway, and that's going to be a victory in favor of Rising 8, 150-74, and we have ourselves a series here, ladies and gentlemen.
Excited to see the next match. That was crazy.
I thought it was gonna be a 3-0, like, and then all of a sudden they come out and they just dominate on oddball. Like that was like not even close at all. Like that was just really great. Great rotations from them the entire time. They really kept the ball away. They played it when it was necessary, and they just kind of just put that Kingdom roster on skates. That's absolutely incredible.
Why do you want everything to be a 3-0? You got someplace to be, Gary? You got someplace to be other than here? Okay, because I
gotta be in the winners final.
So I can be right here with
finals.
you, and you want everything to be a 3-0. You know what? I can't take it.
I want to be in the grand finals, man.
Why can't we be friends? Why can't... Man, I think the red team didn't catch our game earlier, Gary. They didn't play the ball in the window, and they lost just like I did. Rip the dream. Yeah, we're gonna see if they, can bounce back here. This next game 3, I'm actually. Do you guys know what game 3 is gonna be?
Oh my goodness! Some replays.
Forget about that. Yeah, let's watch these replays.
Look at that beautiful snipes right there. El Halo Elite, man, he was really impressive. And like when we go back, or actually, you know what this is? This is the I was about to say that was towards the end where we switched away. I was wondering what happened when we were gone. But Thin, man, I mean, I've been really impressed by everyone on this Kingdom roster. Like I said, I just think it's a matter of time. They've been to the pro bracket before, right? What really showed me, like, made me pay attention to them was that we're in a championship day, 10K on the line, and Kingdom was a part of one of those tournaments, and they had a pool play match versus Cloud9 to determine who was going to go in, and they took them to a game 5, and Cloud9 was able to ice up and take that game 5. That's when I was like, damn, these Kingdom guys, they have they're playing for something. They have some sort of they have the potential. It's just about activating that potential, getting them those reps so they have more experience versus the top teams.
And to answer your question before, Callus, I believe the next matchup should be CTF on Coliseum. I could be wrong on that, as the Airway trying to milk every last second of that. He tried, he really did. Callus, I mean, me and Garrett have talked about it before. Your teams seem to be always the most prepared for Coliseum games, especially CTF. And would you mind, I don't know if you could let us in on the big secrets, but maybe if you wouldn't mind telling the audience at home what it is that you're thinking about. What are you trying to control? What are you trying to accomplish as a coach, a professional coach, I should say, at that, for your teams on Coliseum CTF?
I think, like, we talked about it, we touched the base on it briefly earlier, but it's just really important to expand when you're going to collapse on the team. Like, you need to have someone in the window, maybe 2 guys in the window. Elbow runs are really fast and dominant. I'm sure, like, you guys know this. Elbow runs have just really taken over this game type, where earlier on, in Call CTF, it was more snipe side dominant runs. Not to say that you can't run the flag through sniper, through silvers, but definitely making sure that we're controlling the weapons, we're playing them off the map and not giving the opposite team any chance to use them, and just being really on point with what we're blocking. Are we opening up the cave spawn? Sometimes you're going to block both and then leave cave open, and that's okay too. You can flood all the lanes on this map, the elbow, the window, and their cave, and then just leave one open and open up that spawn trap for the team. And that's what I'm looking to see here, is which team is going to be more aggressive. I think we'll win. Because if you're not being aggressive, you're just not going to be, if you're just playing one way, right? If teams are just playing elbow and window and leaving snipe completely open, that could spell trouble, especially if the sniper's coming up.
Man,
I was gonna say we're having some issues getting into the game, so we're gonna be able to bring that to you guys soon. As you see, the lobby, it's going a little bit. Hey, like Tony looks like he showed up for his first day of school. He's like, hey, I'm just happy to be here, just getting ready to be. Look at that. We gotta get a little gift for that one.
I just want to guess. I'm happy to be here. I was sad at work. Oh, I hope my boss started watching. I did nothing at work. Once 1 p.m. Eastern hit, I literally did nothing except to watch the stream the entire time. Happy to be here. Looks like we're on board here with Anthony, who's about to go up against Swish, Miss Audi, Divine Damsel. This squad looks absolutely nasty. It's interesting to me, and I like it. Swish and Divine Damsel have actually teamed before and have found a lot of success. So you know what? Maybe they can go far. Maybe they can make it out of the open.
Swish ball. Yeah. And Crossfade too. You gotta give some love to their fourth. I know he's hiding underneath. We can't see him. He's in there underneath the webcam. Hopping on board now with that Call of CTF action. I love this game type. I'm ready to see it.
Honestly, it's my favorite, man. That this game type, I could play Coliseum CTF for hours and hours and hours, and you know, the HCS playlist just doesn't want to give me that opportunity. So, Mankey, you know, yeah, hear my plea, and we'll be there. But we're loading into our 4th game, and we'll keep an eye on that Golden Dawn versus Swish Ball matchup. I really want to see what happens between that game. And here we go, Rising 8 versus Kingdom. We're back into the game 4. Who will get the sniper rifle? Who will get the rockets? Who will be our victor? As we see the fight happening over on Snipe's side, Nikolai able to track this player flanking throughout the trenches. They did a double trench push. Don't see that every day, and Nikolai handling it like a pro as they're going to stop that initial push through the trenches.
Yeah, I was a little unorthodox.
Now I'm here with Majin Bones, who isn't really known much for his shot, and he's more known for just like his position play, his objective play, but he ends up taking out Sensor, still has the sniper rifle in hands, then gonna get the rocket on Nico. El Halo Elite takes out Lauricio, and that flag is on the move. Rocket side, just like Cal said.
Oh my goodness, and I like that. The Kingdom brought their sniper over just to get a couple shots, and then immediately got out of there, got out of dodge, repositioning with the sniper to live. Big fan of that play, especially if he can just live here, backing down, milking himself from his teammates around him. The sniper does get taken down, but Thin is already just timing the next pull, trying to do it from through the center of the map, tossing it over alley-oop, as the other flag is also being run out. This game is wild, guys.
And you know, those flags kind of cross paths here. I would like to see the one flag carrier maybe throw it out towards basement, and his teammate could have relayed that while he hopped the re, because Thin was able to get that flag off, and the flag does go in, but in favor of Kingdom. Rising 8, literally, they ran past the flag. Maybe that could have been a better opportunity to maybe, like I said, relay that and instead hop on the recon. But either way, we have a 2-0 lead in favor of Kingdom. And what has it been, Gary? What, 2 minutes?
Yeah, 2 minutes, and I like, honestly, bold prediction right now, I think we have about another minute in this. Kingdom look like they're just a better team at the moment. That momentum from Rising 8, the wind in their sails has dissipated. We're on the calm sea, and Kingdom are coming in, and they are just playing lights out. They're just slaying. They're getting flags away. Rising 8 just on their back foot. Rocket, a wild rocket comes out of nowhere, man. I did not expect that, as they're going to be able to stop this flag grab for the time being, but Thin able to get those rockets back for his team, and now they're just going to be able to find a couple kills, hopefully, with that rocket. Yeah, there we go. Thin finds Learso, and they're, once again, man, they're just pushed straight into that elbow. You can see how much they value that elbow side of the map.
And the window push coming in every single time. Even though the last opportunity that Kingdom had for that pull, it got stopped, they still did a good job of collapsing in together, always in pairs, through the window and another perimeter, whether it's the elbow or the cave side, that they are always on top of it, giving that double dilemma for the opposite team to deal with 2 angles and sliding in through. El Halo Elite wasting no time, want to get this game over with. Here is the 3-0, bringing it in. Wow. Super dominant, just Kingdom not playing around in this Callie CTF game. That was like 3 minutes. You called it.
3-0 victory in favor of Kingdom. And by the way, guys, this was a best-of-5 series, so they put their 3rd win on the board. They're going to be advancing a little bit further throughout your lower bracket here. So let's